Kita dah live ni. Cuba tengok. Hello. Safinas, matikan mic. Hello. Safinas, matikan mic. Hello. Safinas, matikan. Okey.
Sekejap, memang dengar mic.
Macam mana? Tak dengar?
Dengar mic.
Okey tak? Okey dah
I off mic ni.
Okay, thanks. Okay, mana yang tadi kita punya poster. Okay, nice. Sekejap kita start semula. Assalamualaikum. Good day and welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our webinar. Today we are presenting on the topic of tourism, and we have a few experts in our topic today. Okay, before that, I want to presenting to our first of all, let's praise to Almighty Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala because of His blessing, we are able to attend this webinar. Secondly, may peace be upon to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness into the brightness. Unforgettable to my great appreciation also goes to my beloved lecturer is Madam Christina, a student, and all the participants. All right, I will like to present to our poster. Our mainly topic is the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the tourism sector in Malaysia. Before that, I want to tell my name first. My name is Muhammad Ahmad Afiq bin Ma'anisa. I'm as a moderator today, and I am a postgraduate student in Master Tourism Management at Universiti Pendidikan Sultan Idris. And then second, I want to like to introduce my first speaker is okay, the first speaker is Saidatul Sofia binti Ghazali. She is a Minister of the Tourism, Arts and Culture of Malaysia. Then our second speaker is Nurul Shafinas binti Sharom. She is the owner of a Million Restaurant. And the third one is Nurul Shafika binti Abdul Syukur. She is a Maya Hotel Manager. All right. Okay. Today we are presenting a sneak peek into the future. Today's presentation will be about the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic sector in Malaysia. So, I would like to go to the first question. And I want to ask Miss Sophia as well aware of. I want to ask a question about as well. All aware of the COVID-19. How does COVID affecting tourism, arts, and culture sector? Uh,
All right, thank you, Mr. Akamal, as a moderator. It's a great question, so I'm going to explain to you. The outbreak of COVID-19 has exposed a major risk to visit Malaysia 2020 campaign, as 50% of Malaysia tourists are
wow.
originate from Singapore and China. The increasing cases of COVID-19 in both countries has led to cancellation of many tours. In order to contain the virus, the Prime Minister of Malaysia announced 4 phases of movement control order, which is MCO, as they expected the number of COVID cases would continue to increase. Um, and then the prohibition during the MCO uh, will further contract Malaysia's tourism industry, and therefore effective policies to assist the industry players are imperative. The tourism sector in this country has been a great source in boosting national economics and one of the most noticeable and growing sectors. But the coronavirus outbreak in the early month of 2020 already imposed a significant threat to tourism industry in Malaysia. Hence, the tourism industry suffered a huge loss. This is especially so the airlines, hotel industry, and restaurant businesses. For example, at least 120 hotels were closed either temporarily and permanently due to the pandemic. So, with all of this, we have witnessed a very critical situation that the nation have to counter. I hope it's answer your question. Thank you.
All right. Wow. Thank you, Miss Sophia. That is so informative, and I'm sure our audience learns a lot from you. Okay. Next, we go through to another question. I would like to ask Miss Nur Shafika. Uh, Miss Safinas. Okay, Miss Safinas. Explain how you survive in continuing business during the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on the tourism industry. Can you explain that?
Okay, thank you, moderator. First of all, during COVID pandemic season 19, my restaurant suffered a lot of loss as a result of less customer. This is sad so because our country has closed the national borders to receive foreign tourists, and the state border to prevent the spread of this epidemic. This has affected the reputation of my restaurant as less customers come even in the area around the restaurant. Although there are many residents around the restaurant area, they prefer to cook and eat at home rather than go out to buy food at the restaurant to avoid getting COVID-19. However, I, as the owner of a million restaurant, will not remain silent and continue to try to find alternative ways to recover the restaurant income in order to avoid continuing to suffer a lot of losses. For example, among the alternative carried out is the micro business rehabilitation financing. Thus, the national for traders under the SME industry, I can take advantage of government initiative that help me boost the economy. One of them is micro business rehabilitation financing touch Teku National. This microfinance scheme assists entrepreneurs affected by the COVID-19 outbreak in rehabilitating and restarting existing business. Also, the alternative undertaken to continue the business is to do business online. In my restaurant went on business online during PKP. Although this method is not something new, many entrepreneurs in Malaysia take advantage of this method, include promotion sale product on digital platforms such as Shopee, Grab, Foodpanda, and other e-hailing platforms. What I can conclude is I use my own method to continue my company business in order to avoid incurring hard losses. That's all from me.
All right. Thank you for Miss Safinas for your opinion. This is a lot informative from that. So I would like to ask our third panel is Nur Shafika. It's about okay, Miss Shafika. Finally, I would like to ask Miss Shafika. After the phase transition from pandemic to endemic, what is the state of the tourism sector now? Is getting better or something, or it's being worse or something? Can you explain it?
Thank you, moderator. Hi, my name is Nur Shafika. I am manager from Maya Hotel. So I will answer the question. Of course, it's getting better. The reopening of the tourism sector in the state in phase 2 of the National Recovery Plan sheds light on the hotel and tourism industry to revive the affected sector. It's one of the most awaited decisions by the hotel and tourism industry. This is said to be so because hotel operators are among the businesses most affected since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic in early 2020. We as the employers who are in the hospitality industry very much welcome the flexibility given by the government. Thank you to the government for being concerned about the plight of the affected hotelier. With this effort, it can increase the spirit of hotel operator to get on with life. This is said to because previously the country hotel sector was in turmoil due to hotels being forced to close completely or temporarily after suffering huge losses due to cross state and district restriction. While in the pandemic phase, we are suffer such huge losses that it seemed like there was no hope left to reopen the hotel. Therefore, we who work in this sector feel very grateful when the situation has improved and started to stabilize. To reopen the hotel, several conditions by the government must be complied with. Among which, the hotel must ensure that all employees have complete 2 doses of vaccine and passes the specific period. The hotel must also ensure the visitor and employees comply with standard operating procedures (SOP) set by the National Security Council to prevent the spread of more severe epidemics. I guess that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Shafika, for your brilliant opinion. So, I think we got through for. Okay, now okay, it's not like we cover all of our question. Miss Shafika, also there is anything else you want to cover before our recapitulation? Miss Shafika, give you any suggestion or opinion for our webinar? It's okay. It's not. It's okay. So we go to. I think again. Let's give him to Miss. To give. Thanks for all the speaker for today. Everyone, we appreciate for your being here. We would like to acknowledge again the presence of this webinar. We also like to thank everyone who made this webinar series possible. Thanks again for joining us today, and I'm Mr. Akmal, and see you next time. And God bless us all. That's all from us. Thank you.